components of traditional timber architecture, mortise and tenon joint is the major method used for connection. In the modern times, when constructing the Tang-style timber monastic complex of Chile Nunnery, steel reinforcing method is also used. It embodies both the modern characteristics and the latest development of traditional Chinese architecture.
Galing ng Chinese mo?
In ancient times, China has already known how to join a timber frame by mortise and tenon. After thousands of years, the change and development of mortise and tenon is nearly to join timber structures by using mortise and tenon is not only convenient and firm, it also brings more flexibility to a timber structure, as the structure is easy to disassemble for maintenance. Usually, there are the following types of mortise tenon joints. The open tenon. The tenon head is exposed. The hidden tenon. The tenon head is not exposed. The middle tenon. Tenon with two shoulders at the tenon head.
Mahirap din maging architect ah.
The half tenon, just one tenon shoulder, is made for some special positions. In terms of functions, there are the following types of mortise and tenon joints. Mortise and tenon to fix vertical components. Mortise and tenon to join horizontal and vertical components which are intersecting. Mortise and tenon to join two horizontal components which need tensioning connection. Mortise and tenon to stabilize overlapped horizontal or oblique components. The vertical components of building under construction, irrespective of their positions, are always fixed by mortise and tenon joints. Therefore, different types of mortise and tenon joints are produced to fix vertical components. Pin tenon is the tenon to fix column plinth. It is used for the root of various column plinths to prevent the plinth.
May ano siya. Yan.
The section of pin tenon is either square or round in shape. For the timber monastic complex of Chile Nunnery, the pin tenons at the base of the wooden columns are made of stainless steel. In traditional timber architecture, there are a great number of nodes where the horizontal and vertical components have to be joined together. In such cases, they have to be connected by mortise and tenon. Mortise and tenon is commonly used in positions where the beams and columns intersect. Red tenon is a tenon used for joining a column head and a little dole. And the mortise on the little dole corresponding to it is called an aperture.
Mayroong ano na lang pala yan, no?
Dovetail tenon is usually used for joining components through tensioning and for the joint between the horizontal components such as the architrave and column head. Dovetail tenon is also called big head tenon. It has a wide end but a narrow base. The mortise has a smaller mouth and a bigger interior. After the tenon is fixed, it would not be pulled out from the component. Therefore, it is a good mortise and tenon joint. For timber architecture, when tensioning connection is needed, and when both top-up and bottom-down methods are suitable for installation, dovetail tenon can be used. Some tierra dole also uses dovetail tenon for tensioning connection.
Grabe dugtungan nila.
nunnery, a large number of mantis head tenons are used. When the tenon, which looks like a mantis head, is connected to the corresponding mortise mouth, the joint will become absolutely firm on a horizontal level. Nowadays, when joining timber components on a horizontal level, this type of mortise and tenon still plays an important role. Traditional Chinese timber buildings can last for several hundred years, or even more than 1,000 years. Using the mortise and tenon joints to connect different components of a structure is one of the major factors that extends its lifespan. For large-scale traditional Chinese timber architecture, from the selection of site, determination of the central axis, leveling of the foundation, anti-corrosion,
Masigugma pa ni Mamad.
and thanking for timber preservation and the inspection and acceptance of the finished components. When all these processes are completed, preliminary work
Tara,
is
bilangan mo.
then finished. Subsequently,
Magmauuna ko
timber
sa una.
components are transported to the site for installation and construction. During the construction process, additional timber
May
structures
pagka-arkitek gid kong nanay.
timber components such as the columns,
Mana, og ni ate pa, mana ko sa akong anak. Ug nga nung gitungklod ko nimo dire.
are assembled in accordance with the
Pero nice, imo kong gituklod gari.
The above procedures are called carpentry work or framework construction. Since ancient times, the installation of timber structures has been very important and
Ako siguro ni upload na lang siguro na kung diretso ni.
installation
Huwag
and
putol-putol.
has to be followed
Yung
seriously.
bahala mo. Yung humanong dili.
Isa ka oras.
The Tang-style timber monastic complex of Qilin Nunnery follows strictly the traditional principles of
Kung na-edit-edit,
by starting the construction first from the foundation and then
at least
upwards,
makuha nila kung
and
anong
first from
idea.
the interior and then followed by the exterior.
Mangati.
The timber structures are assembled layer
Hindi man
by
siguro
layer.
naisitahan
Then
mo.
comes the alignment of the central axis. Frequent corrections and amendments are
Kita mo
made.
na.
makita yun. Di ako na lang halo-haloan. Halo-ag ginamos. Putol-putulo halo-ag ginamos.
Detailed installation is carried out in the following
Nyakit kiyata ni Inday.
base layer,
Para way dagang sa mo, 8-8 na lang.
beam mount layer,
Tubay.
8-8.
roofing layer,
Ganda.
Okay.
tiling layer,
Da.
and finally the finishing work.
Finishing mo.
The whole process of the installation of the timber structure
Ang ganda na.
complete.
Tingkod.
Tama na, kaya mabuli namin. Goodbye na. Bayo.
Basta magana.
Ambot usanin na. Huwag niya mo pa. Kakaibawa na. Puri nga pa. Uy, the end. Thank you very big.